Our next item would be public comment. Is there any member of the public wishing to speak?
Good morning. Henry McClure's, Topeka, Kansas. That was very informative. That was good. Good work. I think what we learned today is that this just really needs to be a full-time job. He says he's doing it in his spare time, you know. So if we just make this like part of the process every day, just take the, you know, the best way to eat an elephant is a bite at a time. And I like the idea of going after the high-profile properties. One thing I hate more than anything is land bank. The last thing I want is the city of Topeka being in the real estate business. But it also defeats the whole purpose of why we took the property, and that's to get it on the tax rolls. So the idea, plus the hotel mentality, those are the same guys that are going to run the land bank. Land banks are usually used for like putting together legends. You know, you'd have in use, but really to put the city of Topeka in the real estate business is a bad idea. One thing that I really found most interesting about that presentation, and you were trying to hammer the point home of not looking at the last name of the people who owed the taxes. Why would your county councilor be dealing with the planning department? How could you have a meeting with Rhiannon and be talking about just tax, item, you know, tax parcels? You'd have to know the people's last name. You couldn't be having a meeting with planning and not be talking about who owns what and what you're going to do with it. That was the most eye-opening thing I heard today of how does that meet the statute of just selling the real estate and auctioning it? And when I read KSA, whatever, that states how you're going to foreclose on property, it says right in it vacant land every year. And so he said that once you read the Kansas law, you know, that's like God writing it. And then if you look on our website, there's a disclaimer that almost gives the guy that's the attorney every out known to man. And I mean, I think this was a great, what a lot of success. You got a lot of money, but it just proves we just need to do it daily. And what's really nice is you two can, one of you can write a memo to the other guy, and we could come back Thursday and you can say there's another tax sale and here, let's just get on it. Because he's just doing it in his spare time. And, you know, there's like about $23,000 that we're paying in title fee. You know, if we just worked a little harder, we could do some of it in-house. There could be a way to do this. But what happened, and the idea of the website and complaining, you know, finding a website, for some reason I think that this all got started because somebody came down here and complained about Lawrence Bay. I don't know. I just get that feeling. But what went on out there took a decade. And we can change today. You know, we could have a Metropolitan Planning Commission today if you guys would just put your heads together. We could, we can have another tax sale. Hey, let's just start on it now and get it to where we're turning over the inventory and we're doing it as fast as we can. I should take notes. It's hard to argue your case, but that was successful because we did it. And if we just make it a part of our daily business, So I like the idea of taking as many as we can, as fast as we can. We're better off at the end of the day giving the real estate to, hey, do you want that vacant lot? And just having them pay taxes on it and getting it on the tax roll. I mean, you have to generate the income from the people that aren't paying. And so that was a lot of success. The online worked. On another note, thank you for getting that circus to town, because that was a lot of fun. I went to the circus last night out at by the golf course out there at Forbes. Very organized. They're making $10 a whack on parking, which is a good deal. But you know, that whole deal that happened out there because they couldn't deal with the expo center. And let me tell you what, that was a fun show. It wasn't as risky as, I was hoping for more risque, but it wasn't. It was really pretty calm. But I asked a fella standing in line to go to the bathroom, I said, hey, what do you think of the show? He goes, I drove an hour and a half from Kansas City. And 3 people spoke up. That circus drew people from Kansas City. So that was a good deal. And we might have left a little money on the table, but God, it was great, a lot of fun. So thank you for that, and thanks for the presentation on the tax sale. I think this has created the awareness that we just need to make it part of day-to-day business and get going with it. Turn over that inventory. When you think about the title companies, you know, every whip stitch of information they get is from our records that we have through the Register of Deeds in the courthouse. So maybe there's a hybrid way to do that between in-house and title companies on the sticky one. So thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Any other public comment this morning?